Hello everyone and greetings from the JP side. It is I, Berets, and I am here to talk to you about what has recently been announced for you. The event, or should I say the side story event, the Admirable Prince. Yes, here it is. It's on my phone because I don't have a global version on an emulator right now because it's a little bit troublesome and it doesn't really matter. I can show stuff off on the JP side. Anyway. So what is a side story event? Well, a side story event is exactly what it sounds like. Anyway, a side story event will introduce the characters to you. It will take you through a multi-stage story, which is always kind of nice. Each of those stories will have their own milestones that you can do to farm awakening materials and whatnot, as well as some currency too. And once you have cleared it, you will unlock EX stages where you will be able to farm recipes. Yes, that is correct. Recipes to make better quality items. I was almost going to say great quality items, but they're not UR level, so sad times, I guess. Anyway, the side story event are really nice events for anybody who has played them. On the JP side will know it's nice because you get like these little stories that are outside of the main story, but have some fun characters or setups or whatever. Recently JP had one with Banera, and they're usually to introduce a brand new banner, and if you're lucky, a few days after they have gone into, or they've had given you time to farm the weapon events, you'll also get a book farming event, the upgrade books for weapons. And those events are really nice because, as you know, if you've been checking out the arena shop has those books for sale, but they are quite a bit expensive. So you probably just want to farm your books like the rest of us. But yeah, a farming event for currency as well as weapons and eventually books, unless the schedule is changed, in which case, you know, well, it's changed. Anyway, so as I said, these side story events also come with a new banner, and this banner is going to have a couple of characters on it, and the event itself will actually have a free character, the Admirable Prince, of course. Yes, this is a MR character that you will be able to unlock for free. He is an Earth-based character with Monk as well as Cleric, and I do believe that symbol is, I want to say it's Knight. Yeah, it's Knight. Anyway, overall, if you've been developing Mont, this is going to be a tough sell for Awakening Mats, and if you are waiting for Ketone, it becomes even more difficult to say that you should go for this unit. He is a free unit. He didn't make much of a splash on the JP side. He was just kind of a unit that was like, oh cool, we can farm this character and get all of his shards. Neat. He's got a TMR and whatnot on him. And the TMR doesn't have an ability, but it is a stat stick with some critical and some quickness on it. So hey, if eventually down the road you want a free TMR, this is a good way to go about it. Overall, in terms of developing the characters, I don't overly recommend it just because Earth Mats and Ketone in the future, Mont currently, there are some really good free-to-play options there. Now, as for the paid banner, well, not the paid banner, but the lapis banner anyway. I know it's called Vizior in-game, but let's be totally honest. Let's just get the elephant out of the room. Yeah, it is lapis. It's just lapis. I don't know why they didn't just call it lapis. They're so fooling us. Anyway, this is one of the characters on the banner, Nasia. Now, Nasia is, by all means, a really solid MR character, a tank with options to heal and do damage as well, a very flexible character, and to my memory, she outperforms Mont. Mont has the breaks, she has the heals, she requires trying to get shards though, where Mont shards basically cost gold. If you like this character, perfectly good tank to use. She is ice elemental, so if you're using Medenia, that is a little bit of a problem, but hey, there's elemental synergy there. Maybe that's what you're going for. Either way, I like this character a fair bit just on design alone. Kind of a very, excuse the term, cool character in terms of the styling of having, you know, that paladin Cecil feel to her, and she's just generally quite cute. I just gotta show off her animation real quick. Cute, cute, regardless. Yeah, so a little bit of a recommendation for her. Now, as for the UR character, that would be Yerma, and she comes in at a higher recommendation, but not a you should definitely pull on this banner. If you already got URs you're making, then you might just give Yerma a pass. If you like Yerma, by all means, go for her. She is a wind elemental character, so if you're developing Ayaka or another wind elemental character, that might put a little strain on your awakening materials. She is a berserker, knight, and thief, meaning that she has a good range of abilities and some speed. At the time on JP, I passed on her just because I'm not overly crazy about the overly kind of sexual design sometimes, although her color scheme is really nice. Nice, like, green color in there. But I digress. Getting back to the actual thing, when it comes to Yerma, I really do... The thing that I was surprised about when I ran into her in Arena, she has range to her. Some of her abilities do have good range to her, and she can hit pretty darn hard. I think that she's been a little underappreciated on the JP side. She was not a meta breaker, and obviously with Landu and Ramza coming out, she fell behind in terms of just the DPSers, but she is a strong character with some good options to her, and for that reason, I give her a somewhat recommendation. Basically, if you like the character, I would not berate you for going on this character. She has she has kind of a fair, like, she has a good amount of HP. She has good HP options, and she has good attack options too. She's not crazy, break the mold, but definitely for a UR character. If you like her, go for her. I don't think you'll regret anything. And other than that, I don't remember there being a specific summon on this banner. I'm pretty sure that the next banner should have a summon. Amend this if there is a summon. Taking a think about who it could be really quickly in the middle of a video. It's definitely not Odin. It's basically going to be Ramu or Pass. Now, as for the weapon farming event, you can kind of get a hint as to what it's going to be by taking a look at the in-game picture where we see axe materials. You're going to be able to farm the new axe weapon for Yerma. If you are not a Yerma person, then you're probably just going to be passing on that. Now, there should be also a secondary weapon, and this is where my memory is a little bit faulty because I want to say that it is the Great Sword event, but it might just be the Sword event. I'm gonna have to definitely check it out. But either way, I will give my recommendation. If it is the Sword event, great. There are plenty of sword-based characters, and there is Ramza in the future, as well as I do believe Landu was considered a sword-based character. Either way, farming up the sword is just good value for a fairly high amount of time into the future, because there's a lot of sword users in Final Fantasy history, and starting to farm now, whether you are just going for a +1 or a +2, or if you're going for a +3 weapon, then that is just really long-term valuable. Now, outside of that, if my memory has failed me and it is actually a Great Sword event, keep in mind that this is global and things can change because Gummy is Gummy. But, well, actually, it's called Gummy. Anyway, focus. If it is a Great Sword event, then all of you Stern users are going to have a field day, and you should farm basically as much as you can. And even if you don't have Stern, Great Swords are just really good. Regardless of whether it's a sword or a great sword, it's a fantastic farming opportunity for either of those weapons. So go ahead, farm up a good amount of recipes. You don't have to go for the +5 weapon. That's a ridiculous amount of stamina you'd have to drop. But if you want to farm up the weapon, now's a good time to do it either way. It's just, if it is the Great Sword event, then Sterns are going to see a massive power boost. But I want to say that that weapon farming event came with Christmas Ramada, so we'll have to see where that fits in. Either way, it's going to be a fun event for Global. I hope you guys enjoy the story and the characters and whatnot. And if you're going on the banner, just let me know in the comments below. That seems to be a thing I'm recommending now. Anyway, and of course, if you know anybody who is curious about this event and would like some more information, please show them my video. Helps me and helps them too, hopefully. Anyway, you guys, that's all for this video. So take care, have a good one, and we'll see what the fine details are later. Anyway, thanks for watching. See you next time.